vocabulary is so very important because there are almost endless combinations of words that you can use if you tailor it to the situation and to your own personality that can help set you apart from the average guy. You get what I'm saying? So for example,
I'm Keith, winner of the Bad Boy Membership Contest. I recently joined the Bad Boy Membership, but I wish I had done it a long time ago because the content is the real deal. It helps you become more secure, confident, and masculine, which will help you in all aspects of your life, but especially with women. So thank you for the prizes that I won, but the real thanks is for the powerful content. Get on the Bad Boy Membership now. You won't regret it.
Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com.
What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to Lucario. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out and respect to everybody that's on that Bad Boy Membership and everybody that copped the Game Kings documentary. Really appreciate you. Shout out and respect to the dudes that's getting on that 60-minute consultation with me. You see what I'm saying? If you want to get access to that, go to my Instagram and the link is in the bio. You know what I'm saying? We could chop up game for 60 minutes, talk about anything you want. You could come up with an action plan for your dating, for your online dating, for your style, for your wardrobe, for confidence, for anything. I mean, it's not a substitute for therapy, man. If you need therapy, then go get some therapy. It's not a substitute for any type of clinical issue like mental issue or depression or anything like that. But if you're having that issue, then go talk to somebody professional. But if you just want to chop up game with your boy Miles Cunningham, get on that 60-minute consultation. I got you. All right. So what I want to talk about today is a few easy things that you can do to enhance your social skills with females, especially with online dating and texting, right? So just a few things that you could do just to enhance your social skills when you're interacting with females with online dating and texting. and actually it goes into your face-to-face ability to communicate as well. But it happens over time. And the reason why is because what I'm talking about is vocabulary. What I'm talking about is vocabulary, and more specifically, descriptive vocabulary, right? A lot of times we want to seduce women. We want to entice women. We want to excite women to do what we want them to do. But too many times we execute that just like any other guy, right? So hey, what's up? Let me take you out for a drink. Hey, you're so cute. How, you're so pretty. Or, I think you're cute. I think you're hot. I think you're sexy. Let's go out for a drink. You know what I'm saying? After a while, it becomes very repetitive. So by the time, the third guy, the fourth guy gets to her, and then you come along and you say, hey, what's up? I think you're attractive. It's like she's looking at it like, and she's just gonna say no anyway. She might like you, she might think you're cute, whatever, but she's just like, man, all these dudes are coming at me same way. You understand? Even through, because look, even the least attractive women get massive DMs, right? They get massive messages on their dating apps. It's funny. I talk to girls, that I date. I go out with them, and a lot of them, there's a recurring theme I'm seeing. A lot of them, they take breaks from online dating. They literally get on it for like a week, and then they have a bunch of dates until they get tired of it, and then they relax off it. And so it's literally something that they have the luxury and the option to jump in and jump out at any time based on their own, based on whatever they want to do, because that's how many messages a female gets. As soon as she starts swiping, that's how many matches and messages a woman gets. They get a massive amount, no matter how attractive or unattractive she is. As long as she's a woman with a working vagina, she's gonna get messages. You get what I'm saying? So you have to try to think of ways to set yourself apart. And one thing that I know, this is what I know, and this is what I've experienced. When you have a decent command of the English language, and you know how to use words, and you know how to, shout out and respect to Rosebud, because on the documentary he talked about having an arsenal, right? He talked about having an arsenal, meaning he talked about having a collection of phrases, words, and different things that you can say to a woman to evoke an emotion. And once you evoke that emotion, that's what leads you to the next phase of the conversation. You understand? So if you say something to a woman and she has a certain uninterested tone, then hey, maybe this is not, even though I find her attractive, I hear that uninterested tone, so I'm not gonna waste my time. But if you hear that interested tone, if you hear that friendly tone, or if you hear that inviting type of tone, that's when you can continue on with the conversation. You understand? And those are the type of important things that are featured in the Game Kings documentary that you guys should really consider, buying. Or if you want to be a part of the Bad Boy membership, remember, you can always stream the Game Kings documentary while you're on the Bad Boy membership. But to get back to what I was saying, vocabulary is so very important, because there are almost endless combinations of words that you can use if you tailor it to the situation and to your own personality, that can help set you apart from the average guy. You get what I'm saying? So for example, sometimes when I'm writing messages on my online dating apps, I'll go to Google and I'll look up certain things. So here's an example. So I always like, my thing is, I like to go out, I like whiskey, I like wine, I like even coffee. I'm a big coffee fan. I like beverages, basically. You know what I'm saying? I like different things like that. I love to go to like mixology bars where they do all different types of flavors and stuff like that. So I go online, I go to Google, and I type in synonyms. Like if I have a phrase that I'm using in the message, I'll type in synonyms for this phrase. So I'll say synonyms for, and I'll put quotations and put the phrase. Or I'll say, I'll even type in different ways to describe wine, right? So if I'm inviting a girl to come with me to have a glass of wine, I'll look up different ways to describe wine, or different adjectives for wine. And I'll get a list of like 50 different words. Like you got words like smooth, intriguing, dense, multi-layered, buttery, effervescent, tantalizing, so many different words. You get what I'm saying? So now I can, when I'm asking a girl, hey, come with me to have a glass of wine, instead of just saying, or meet me for a glass of wine, instead of saying meet me for a glass of wine, I could say meet me for a glass of multi-layered effervescent wine that will, tickle your taste buds, right? And then usually the next phase of my texting is that I'll talk about the venue. I'll be like, hey, the venue, I know a nice place, it's really, the atmosphere is cool. So with that being said, I can literally go on Google and type in adjectives for a bar, adjectives for a lounge, adjectives for a venue, and it'll tell me different words like cozy or intimate, or just different kinds of words. So I can say, meet me for a glass of smooth, effervescent wine. I know a spot that's really cozy and intimate where we can, where we can talk and we can get to know each other. You see what I'm saying? When are you free? Now, it may not seem like much, right? But the thing is that because I chose particular words in my phrasing based on how I like to express myself, that little thing sets me apart from the average guy, right? Another thing it does is that when you use certain words can evoke imagination from the person that you're talking to. When you use certain descriptive words, it allows them to begin to imagine the experience that you are describing. So if you're talking to her and you're inviting her out for a drink and you're telling her about the smooth, multi-layered, effervescent wine that you're offering her, or that she could be having if she comes out with you, she's thinking, wow, she in her mind, she's probably it's not even conscious to her at the point where she's reading the text, but her mind is using those words to begin to imagine the experience. So she's thinking, she's probably visualizing the bubbles in the wine. She's visualizing how the wine might taste on her palate. She's visualizing, sometimes if you say certain things, you can even trigger your salivary glands, right? Your saliva glands, right? So then your mouth starts to get juicy, and then so all of a sudden she's reading your message, and it's not just the average message anymore. She's even getting an experience from your message.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.
Right? Just from reading the text, she's actually having an experience in her mind because of the descriptive words that you chose to use. You get what I'm saying? So it's not that crazy, but sometimes if you just take an extra second, because look, information is available to us now, right? So we can take a couple seconds to be a little bit more thoughtful and a little bit more strategic about the type of words that we want to use to express ourselves, right? So you look at your message and you're talking about wine, or you're talking about going to a bar, or you're talking, even if you want to talk about going to your house. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna go to Google. I'm gonna go to Google right now, and I'm gonna put adjectives to describe my house, right? So here's some words that comes up: big, beautiful, comfortable, cozy, homely, right? Beautiful, very pleasing on the eye, right? Charming, nice, very pleasing, contemporary, modern, very up to date, exciting, fun, thrilling, with lots of enjoyable things to do. You have expensive, luxury, upscale, fantastic, wonderful. Words with similar meanings are amazing, awesome, fabulous, great, marvelous, fascinating, lively, popular, picturesque. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you want to talk about, like, look, hey, you should come back to my, like, because there's guys out there that all they want to do is get a chick to come back to their crib, right? You want a chick to come back to your crib. Be like, look, just if you come to my building, the lobby alone is so elegant and picturesque. Like, they have great, art in the lobby and so on and so forth. Like, it's so many things you can do with words, guys. It's so many different things you can do with words. You understand? Like, just different adjectives that you can use like I said, to begin to trigger imagination. You begin to trigger a female's imagination. So what's happening is that she actually begins the experience before she even gets to meet you. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, things like that can provide, it can set you apart from all the other messages that she got propositioning her for a date. You get what I'm saying? And that puts you in a different space. All right. So I want you guys to consider this, man. I want you guys to really consider this. And then the other, there are other like hidden benefits of this, where as you start to look through words and you start to practice texting and expressing yourself in different ways, it also seeps into your actual vernacular. So when you speak, that also sets you apart, right? And I told you guys, your language exposes you. Your language tells people a lot about you. The type of words that you chose to use is the type of words that you choose to use is very telling. It really reveals a lot about you. And the more sophisticated, the more dynamic that you can be with your vocabulary, the better, right? It allows you to be able to express yourself. It allows you to be able to set yourself apart from the average person. Because with so many different words, with so many different phrases and different things like that, the way that you choose to express yourself based on the words you like, the words you choose, and who you, it enhances who you are, and it enhances the expression of who you are, especially dealing with females, right? And it also expresses something about your thoughtfulness, right? You being thoughtful, you being able to manage, you being able to have a certain level of intellect. People who are thoughtful and have a certain level of intellect, they command certain levels of respect. When you command certain levels of respect, people are a little bit more comfortable. They're willing to be led and managed by you, and that's what we're looking for from these women. You get what I'm saying? At least that's what I'm looking for. You understand? Even like I said this before, even if it's just a one night stand, even if it's just a friends with benefits, even if she's just coming to my house just to get dick down for one night and that's it, I still need her to regard me in a certain way where I'm different from the rest of these dudes out here. And what I'm saying is, you can do that by having a better command of your vocabulary. Just taking the time to research, when you're texting online, or even when you're texting a girl, you're texting on your own phone. It might be the second date, right? And you're texting her to set up the second date. Now, even though you already got her, everything's cool, you still want to continue that ability to trigger her imagination, to make her think, to make her feel. Like, for real, like, let me see something. A lot of guys love to go take a walk in the park, right? All right. Adjectives to describe a park. All right. So I see this says finely timbered. That means there's that's talking about the trees. Lush, nice, huge, spectacular. You got exuberant, semi-tropical. You have, I said lush already, delicious, green. Let me see. There's so many words here, but not everyone matches. But stunning, stunningly wooded, foremost, immense, grassy, beautiful, enchanting. You understand? That's a good word for gardens and prairies and park areas and outdoor areas. Extensive, beautiful, grand, vast, lovely. There's so many different words, man. Like, it's crazy. Ample, spacious, sparse, extensive, misty. So imagine because some guys is like, yo, man, I don't believe in all that taking out girls for drinks, and I'm not buying and I'm not spending no money. I just tell chicks to meet me at the park. So imagine the difference between a lot of guys who say, just meet me at the park, right? And then another guy who would say, hey, I have a park near my house, and it's really, the trees there and the vegetation is really majestic and enchanting, and we can take an enchanting walk in the abundant, in the abundantly green areas of the park near my house and so on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a different feel. Like, I'm just spitballing, but I mean, if you take the time to actually formulate the words, right? But you start to describe the park near your house, and you're like, it's very lush, it's very pleasant, right? It's the landscaping is very neat. It's extensive. The colors in the blossoms are, you know what I'm saying? Like, say, for example, if it's springtime, you could talk about the rich color and the blossoms and the fragrant smells of the flowers, and you get what I'm saying? So the average guy is saying, yo, meet me at the park. But you're like, hey, meet me at this enchantingly majestic park where we could take a walk, you know what I'm saying? And traverse the trees. And look, this might sound corny to some people, but trust me, it will set you apart from the average dude. And that's what you need. Cause like I said, these girls, no matter how ugly you think they are, they're getting crazy messages. So that the ones that are more attractive or whatever are getting a whole bunch of messages. So you want to set yourself apart, guys. You understand what I'm saying? So there's so many words that you can use, but use Google to your advantage. Look up adjectives, look up synonyms, right? Look up adjectives, look up synonyms, and add to the dynamics of your verbals. Add to the dynamics of your mouthpiece. Add to the dynamics of your self-expression. You understand? Use words that are descriptive and that can evoke in the female's imagination. Because once she begins to imagine it, she's already experiencing something. You understand? You're using your words to evoke an emotion to get her to begin experiencing something before she even agrees to go on a date. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you can set yourself apart. That's a couple of easy ways I really think that can help. You understand what I'm saying? And stop saying things like, you understand what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? And I need to start doing that too. And that's something I'm working on. So I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. Leave a comment. Do an exercise in the comment. And all right, check this out. Do an exercise in the comment where try out different messages using those type of descriptive words, and I'll reply in the comments, and we could talk about it. I'll give you my critique, right, on your message. So any message that you're thinking about using in the online dating, or any message that you've used in online dating, try to put some descriptive words into it, put it in the comment section, and I'll critique it for you. You understand? Get in there and let's really try to do this. Get into the comment section, put the message in there, and I'll critique it for you, right? Try to be as descriptive as possible, whether you're talking about your house, you're talking about the bar you're trying to bring it to, or you're talking about whatever it is you're trying to do. Put a message in there that you would usually put if you were texting somebody trying to set up a date, and I'll critique it for you, all right? So, and remember to like, share, subscribe, share this with a friend. Remember, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. You understand? I would really appreciate it if you shared this video and inspired other people to subscribe. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you're having a great day. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com.
All right, shout out to Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham, the bad boys at the dating game, and the badboymembership.com for these great prizes to help me tighten up my game. I have the Seiko watch, the Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cologne, and a $100 gift card for Target to tighten up my spot. So now I got my wrist right, I got my smell right, I'm gonna have my spot right. Now I got my mind right because of all that game I've been learning on the badboymembership.com. So I appreciate you guys, I appreciate the game that you guys lay down, and y'all stay up. Peace.
What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham, and what I want to talk about today is the Bad Boy Membership Contest. All you have to do to be eligible to win the Bad Boy Membership Contest is to be a Bad Boy member. See, what we realize is that when guys join the Bad Boy Membership, they make the transition from simp to player very quickly, and we're just trying to make that transition just a little bit easier. So here's what you get if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. So here's what you receive if you win the Bad Boy Membership Contest. A bottle of Bad Boy Cologne by Carolina Herrera, New York. A luxury designer timepiece. And a $100 gift card. To increase your chances of winning, share this post in your story, tag 3 friends, and subscribe to Mr. Lucario or the Miles Cunningham YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. And follow Real Mr. Lucario and Miles in the Game on Instagram. The winner will be announced at the first of the month. Good luck.